Hey everybody. Kendall here, wanted to talk about journals today. And, the, the age-old question, how many journals is too many? How many notebooks is too many? Obviously, the answer is as many as you want. Uh, you can see kind of a pattern here. I like leather, I like nice looking stuff. These are my active journals. I have 7 that I'm really using, 8 if you count like a scratch pad. Um, so I'm gonna go over what I'm using them for, which I thought would be interesting. I find that stuff interesting, and then just show you my other journals, ones I've used in the past, other notebooks I have that I haven't used yet. So so yeah, let me give you a side view here. I've actually got 7 that I'm, currently using for different things, and then this 8th, this is just a scratch pad. But um, let's dive in. I'll tell you what I'm using these for. So I have a separate video, a couple on this one actually. This is my Mini 6 plotter. Very nice leather. Carry it around everywhere. Sometimes in my pocket, sometimes in my bag. And what I use this one for is specific lists that I keep. So I keep a list of books I want to read, movies or shows I want to watch, certain things I want to watch with the kids, certain things, like a wish list, things to buy, things I'm grateful for, which I found really, helpful. So, um, so yeah, that is the list keeper, we'll call it. Um, this is also has its own video. My William Hanna A5. This is a dark chocolate with a petrol liner, and it does have removable pages, but I've decided to just keep it as a bound book. And what I'm using this one for is kind of a commonplace book, quotes that inspire me, things that inspire me, things that I may want to remember, um, things that really make you think, um, productivity tips, things that it's like if I need some inspiration, this is where I go to write it down, and this is where I go to look it up. While I have this on screen, I'll also show this is the other William Hanna uh, notebook. These are just amazing. This has its own video. They're definitely luxury items, so I treat these as special books, like things that are truly inspiring I want to write down. That's what this is. This one will take its place once it's full, or once this one's full. So anyway, this has a whole unboxing video, but it is uh, this is a Bordeaux textured, and it smells amazing, especially when they're brand new. It's got this English mustard, which I think just offsets this beautifully. Anyway, um, amazing notebooks. So yeah, I have those separate videos, but I will set this aside. So yeah, we've got the list keeper, we've got the inspiration, commonplace type. This is a cheap leather notebook that I bought. Actually, I'll do these two at the same time. 2 different shades. They're the same notebook. They're A5 size. The paper that comes with them is okay. I got these off of AliExpress. I want to say they were about $20, $25. So something that's much more budget friendly. They've got the snaps, which is kind of a pro and a con. One of these is my work notebook. So the projects I'm working on for my day job, um, you know, the various elements. So I use little tabs to, you know, keep track of what's going on. So work notebook, and this one I've been using for game design. I have another YouTube channel that's all about game design. I like to do minimal designs, things with standard cards or things with only a few cards. I do a lot of solo, solitaire type of design work. But anyway, that's what I've been using here. The work notebook, I've been using the paper that came with it. And it's you know, fairly decent paper. Let's see if I've got a blank page here. Yeah. It's got these little header things, but yeah, it's fairly decent paper. For the game design, I've been using plotter paper. Actually, it's much thinner, but it really and it's also smoother. So I've noticed I like pens that have a little bit more feedback on that. And yeah, that's what those two. Work notebook, game design notebook. This is a budget traveler style notebook that I bought from Amazon, and it came with a few different notebooks that you can use in it. Right now I've got this graph one that I haven't been using at all yet. And then I have, this is just a lined. And I keep index cards about things I want to write about in here. This one I call my complaint or my bitch and moan journal. So, you know, things that just upset me. I like to keep that in a separate book. You know, I have my gratitude list and my I feel like that gratitude exercise is really helpful for me. It's also good to vent things out and, you know, just things that upset me, things that, like, you know, it shouldn't be this way. So, bitch and moan. All right, this one, let's do this one next. This is my daily log, kind of bullet journal style. So it's very much summaries, what happened in the day, you know, things like that. The paper quality is decent, and it's got these headers here. It's kind of this fake leather, but it's got this cool design, and I have a couple of other. So I've got a black and a red. I just really like the look, the feel. Some of these, the edges are more dull, some are more shiny. Like this one's got more of a shiny edge. I guess not shiny, but they're a little different. But yeah, I think I got these on Amazon, and then I got the red one, I believe, on AliExpress. So I think it's the same place that's making these. They're A5 size, and the paper is similar. So anyway, but this red one, I think has, like, it's got some Chinese in the front, and it's got, you know, some calendar kind of things. But then it jumps right into notebook after that. So, so yeah, they're probably not made in the exact same place. But this one I'm using for daily log. This red one is unused. This one, it was a past project. I was going through the Tao Te Ching and, you know, really looking at the verses of the Tao and kind of applying things. So it's a separate project and it's not being used right now. So I'll set these aside. All right, so we're at 6 notebooks. This is the 7th. And really final notebook. This is more of a scratch pad. Moan B5 notebook. This one, I got this Better Life journal. I had some ideas for what I would use it for. I don't love the texture. It's a little bit rubbery, but it does hold up. The paper size is, You know, it's bigger. And really, it's kind of nice that this notebook is not one that I cared much about. It's not one that um, it's not premium leather or anything. It's maybe better that I don't care as much. It is decent paper, and it's got some quotes and things. And then every so often it has these needle movers. You know, what's most important, and you have what are you doing today, this week, this month, and you know, what are you moving from here to here to here. It's kind of the system in mind. Dean Graziosi, I think, is his name, that sells these. So I bought it, and what I've been using it for is really more of like morning pages, stream of consciousness, things I'm thinking about. You know, it's more of a rough draft type of journal, something that, you know, you've got questions about what you want to, you know, just things that are on your mind. You can kind of write it out in long form and help answer questions. So this is I'll call it a stream of consciousness. And those are the 7. This Moan notebook is almost empty now. I've been tearing out pages. It's slick, pretty smooth paper. B5 is a good size. I've really enjoyed it, just having a notebook on the desk for a scrap. So if you count this, I have 8, quote, active notebooks. So yeah, tell me about the notebooks you have. How many do you keep that are active? All that kind of stuff. But while I have you, and I've got my journal out, I'm just going to show what I've used. So I've used this one. My brother brought this back from Italy, and it's really cool. The leather itself, I don't love, you know, wrapping and unwrapping the strings. It's a cool idea, but I don't like practicality. I don't love it. And then this flap. Any journals with a flap like this, you're constantly like, you're trying to hold it back while you write. It doesn't lay perfectly flat. It's kind of this ivory paper, not super great fountain pen friendly. But I have been using this in the past before I was into fountain pens, and it's still here. It's got some old, you know, journaling kind of stuff. Also, before fountain pens, I was using the bullet journal method. This is just a Leuctturm 1917. So nothing special to show off, just, you know, I had different layouts. This goes back to 2015. So yeah, just things, and this had all kinds of purpose to it. But it was a notebook that I used. I've tried this monk manual out. I have a separate video on this. It's a cool idea. It's kind of a fake leather. It's got some cool, you know, accent green. So I do like a lot about it, but there's some issues, you know, like formatting wise, that I didn't love. So if you're interested, I have a video on that that you can check out. I also have used my William Hanna notebooks as a journal, as more of a daily log, and I found that I wanted something specific that I would store in those leather notebooks, and so I actually got these rings, and I would say this counts as a notebook too. And these are just, you know, daily logging kind of stuff. So that's also something I've done. I already went over this Dao De Ching project, so I've used this notebook. This is one that's available. I also went over the William Hanna, so that's a notebook I haven't used yet. So sometimes you find the things that you don't care for, the things you don't like. And some of the times that's size. This is an example of a notebook that I actually really liked the smaller size. So let me show you A5 comparison. So this is it's called a Miracle Bind blue line. Paper quality is not great. So this is before fountain pens. I really enjoyed this. You know, it's got removable pages, and it comes with all kinds of tabs and folders and indexes, and it folds backward on itself. Like, it's super functional. But, you know, if you're using fountain pens because, you know, you love them, these don't help. So I've got some blank ones I haven't used that I bought, and I also bought a large size. 8.5 by 11 will fit in this one. And I thought I would like that because a lot of things come in 8.5 by 11 size, and I could just, you know, slip them in and, you know, make it work. And you can buy, you know, punches to make these kinds of holes in your paper. But yeah, the size just could not get into it. It's just way too big. And similarly, I've found just from using A4 like Rhodia pad, it's just too big. I don't like the size. So, you know, it's all about trying things. So we have those. But yeah, I would recommend these if someone doesn't like fountain pens and they happen to come across this channel, they want just something functional. These Miracle Bind blue line are really good. And I've got some notebooks that I bought just recently. I've got a video I just made about these from Comic-Con or FanX here in Utah. So just, you know, wooden. They're, you know, fairly decent paper. You can also replace paper in them if you want. This is Lord of the Rings. And then this just kind of cool design on this A5 notebook. So notebooks are fun. It's fun to collect things and try new things. And I've got this bullet journal version of this is like when it first came out, the bullet journal versions of these. I still haven't opened it. This is as I was transitioning from you know, using those. I do have some that I've used, but yeah, it's still in the wrapping. This I've never used yet, and it's got kind of a fake leather. It's got numbered pages. So yeah, those are my notebooks. I should mention, you know, there's always room for pocket notebooks too. I just found I haven't used these as much, but this is from William Hanna. They included one of these pocket notebooks, and this is from the Monk Manual. They included a pocket notebook. Haven't used. And then I bought this Clairefontaine notebook, probably from Goulet. I don't find as much use for the pocket notebooks. I tend to write things down on little scraps of paper. I'll also use my Mini 6. So those are all the journals. All the journals I have. I probably have a few others, but tell me about your collection. What do you look for? What do you know, what have you found you don't like size-wise, or things like the strap of leather that wraps around 20 times, or the flaps or clasps or things that get in the way. What have you found that you really like? And I'm interested in how many notebooks do you actively currently use. In my example, I don't use them all every day. You know, definitely some of them are once in a while. Some of them are more daily. Some are only, you know, during work or other things. So that's it for this video, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.